Hello everyone, this is Marshee coming to you with another Starcraft 2 cast today. Today we have a Zerg, so wow, I couldn't get my races straight. We do have a Zerg versus Protoss, a ZVP here on Cloud Kingdom LE. In the top right we do have Ganjsmoker. What sort of illegal activity he participates in. Anyways, we got Ganjsmoker up here in the top right. And in the bottom left we do have Nyx. Nyx. And it does look like we do have no one base plate. It looks like we are going to put down the pylon here down on the low ground maybe for Nyx, and he does. It does look like some Forge Fast Expand coming out for Nyx. And Ganjsmoker, well, he's just droning on up. Nothing fancy schmancy coming out just yet. So I'm going to go ahead and get my little plug-in for me, if you will. If you like the way I cast here today, any constructive criticism is appreciated. If you will, just like, subscribe, comment, do whatever your little heart desires. I'm not telling you to, because I can't control what you do. But if you will, just do any of that on my YouTube page. That would be greatly appreciated. Or if you're a big fan of Twitter, I also have a Twitter. Just follow me at Marshee Starcraft. Sometimes I stream, and you will get all the little streaming info, little streaming bits from that. We do have the drone tagging along with the probe here, which I sort of I like a lot, because if he does decide to like throw down a hatchery here, he could the probe could just 3 pylon off his ramp, and it's just so annoying to get rid of that. But Ganjsmoker is trying his best to throw down a hatchery somewhere. We have this little probe on Drone Micro, and he will be able to go back down, throw down his hatchery with not too much of a delay. He did put down a spawning pool instead for instead the incredibly quick hatchery. Oh my gosh, I can't speak right now. But back at Nyx's base, looks like he did go Nexus first. Got a little greedy here, but it should be fine, especially in Cloud Kingdom. And he is going to throw down his forge and throw down a pylon on the high ground. So in case there is some bust that kills his pylon, he will have something else powering just in case. You have the probe getting really dizzy here, just kind of floating back and forth really quick. He might get sick and throw up little terabytes everywhere, but that's no good. But we do have just queens coming out, maybe going for the Stefano style for Zerg, but he is getting actually 4 more lings, and he is going to try to find this probe, kill it, so don't throw up any fancy schmancy sort of hidden pylons where he can warp in zealots really quickly. And this poor probe will die eventually, and this Ganjsmoker is going to take his third. We do have the gateway almost up. We do have probes being chrono boosted out. Probes chrono boosting out this way for some reason. To make a building, or just stop any Zergling run-bys from happening, because he does have his cannon up, but now he will be able to chrono boost a zealot out if he so chooses. Guess not, but he's putting his cybernetic sword there as well. I'm getting some creep laying down. These smokers, these smokers over here, these chain queen smokers, are going to kill off the probe. I heard smoking is actually detrimental for larva production. Instead of 4 that pops out, only two larva pops out, and they all come with birth defects. So this is what you learn, guys. Don't smoke while you're injecting larva. Bad stuff happens. You have a roach with a broken mandible coming out. Zerglings with only 3 legs, they just kind of hobble around and fall over. Hydralisks, they just kind of they're just they look ugly. I don't know. I couldn't think of any sort of birth defects for a Hydralisk. Beetalisks only come out with 1 wing. They just kind of flap around on the ground. Big glebe worm everywhere. Ew. Big glebe worm everywhere. Anyways, enough on that little tangent. We do have the second base for Nyx up and running, and we do have a probes being chrono boosted out. We do have warp gate research being chrono boosted, so maybe some working towards some sort of timing. We do have a robotic space on the way, along with another gateway. But right now, Ganjsmoker is just producing them drones. He did get his Roach Warren a little earlier than Stefano style, but he will have roaches a little earlier than maybe make 3 or 4 just to hold back any sort of like zealot pressure, any sort of stalker pressure, which actually catches me with my pants down when I play ZVP a ton of the time. Or you can just throw down 2 spine crawlers. That also helps against any sort of pressure on your third. Do have Overlord over here scouting for see if he sees any probes, trying to throw down some forward pylons. If there's any 4-gate coming in, or this 2-base 4-gate that likes to happen around this time. He is throwing up 5 more gateways, 4 more gateways, so that puts a total of 7 gateways up. We do have warp gate research finished, and he is instead of he is canceling now. He's going to warp gate. So we do have sentries being this looks like a Sentry Immortal death push coming out for Nyx. This is what's going to happen. He does have more sentries being morphed in. He is putting them all around his base, so any Overlord trying to sneak its way in here gets tickled to death fairly quickly. You have a bunch of lings out on the map. The creep spread is good. Both of these bases are connected. And Ganjsmoker is throwing down his macro hatch somewhere. There it is. So we are going to have, it looks like a Stefano-esque style play here, except he's taken both of his gases here. So instead of opting for the 1 gas here at this one, he's going to just put all of his gases at his natural. But yes, let's take a look at the units. We do have 59 drones to 46 probes. So maybe a few more rounds of drones just to get everything saturated up and going, and really get units being produced. We do have evolution, both 2 evolution chambers going down. So not exactly Stefano-esque style, but it's I guess a little bit of a deviance from it. Instead of looks like more defensive play more than an offensive play. Now we do have this push coming out, and let's take a look at Ganjsmoker's vision. He does not see anything coming out here. If the Overlord right here, we would have seen it. But now this army is a pretty scary army with Warp Prism coming out. He will have this mobile sort of mobile pylon here to warp in. This queen is just going to explode just like that. We have more stalkers coming in. This looks like a scary push. And if you look at the production tab, we have nothing but units being produced out right now. We do have these 2 spine crawlers here. We do have a handful of zerglings, and we do have roaches. The nice force field is going to trap all these zerglings. And this is looking really bad for Ganjsmoker. The supply is even, but he does have roaches and he has a ton of force fields. But right now, these force fields are just defensive force fields. He is not ready to be attacking just yet. He is going to warp in a few more. Now here comes some more defensive force fields coming out from Nyx. He's just really trying to wait in for another warp in. And now here are some offensive force fields trying to trap stuff here and there. Just trying to trap a few more units. He is waiting. More defensive force fields going down. He is building more stalkers, trying to get this death ball going. And we do have a bunch of zerglings coming in here, not doing that much damage. Now these force fields are going to go out, but he is going to keep trapping this army and keep picking at it bit by bit. So we do have a nice defensive hold for the natural, so the third might fall. But these roaches are going to squeeze in here, and they are going to treat. He is just going to let this hatchery fall. There's no way he's going to hold it with this amount of units. He's waiting for more reinforcements to come in, and Nyx is just making. He is just continuing on with this push. He's making 12 more roaches now. He does have plus one on the way. He does have a ton of larvae. Ganjsmoker has a supply, so he definitely needs to start making units here. But he is not. But these spine crawlers are helping tremendously. The force fields are. He only has a few more force fields out, and this is a bit of a blunder here. Units on move command getting a couple free hits. And by a couple, I mean a lot of these sentries are going to die, and this push is going to be thwarted just because his units were on move command. These mortals are still alive and strong, but there's just a lot of roaches here now. We do have a warp in the front, but he sent a few roaches over here just to take care of that. He still has his Roach Warren. That thing was lost except for a Queen, which he is remaking right now. It's a very, very close battle, but Ganjsmoker is he's doing fine. Here's another warp in, and these roaches are going to get it right before these warp ins finish. And that one stalker is going to get isolated here. We do have +1 ground armor coming out for Nyx. I don't know why the upgrades are kind of come now. He needs to really push on with this force. But he does have a little bit of bank. Both players have a little bit of bank here. And here we go. Some more force fields coming out. He's really wasting these force fields. I don't believe there's any force fields left. There are no force fields left for the Protoss player. So now, when I say that, and there's 2 more coming out, that should be just about it for the Protoss player. There should be no more force fields. He is warping in some more zealots, and these zealots are just going to die from all these roaches. We do have a little bit of a misclick, I guess. He did kill like one of his Zerglings. But this army is going to eventually get whittled down because he's not warping in any more army units. He's trying to warp in sentries, and he is doing a zealot warp in on the high ground. It looks like he is going to do a 2-pronged attack here. He does have these. He is attacking into the spine crawlers here, but he does have zealots going straight for the roach warren. This will halt the roach production, but he does have a good amount of roaches right here already. He already has 150 supply here. The roach warren does go down. Infestors are almost out. Pathogen clans and burrow is going to be done for the Zerg player, and he's going to send another drone for the roach warren. So we do have another push coming in here. He did bait out of the force field, and these two, sentry is going to die, and it looks like 1-1 did finish. So he does have the upgrade advantage on these units here. This is 1-0 stalkers and other warp gate armies. He was trying to send zealots into their death. He does have more units. He is going to good force fields, really trapping a lot of roaches here, but they are in range of this one spine crawler. This one spine crawler is doing so much damage. He did kill a zealot there, so all was not for lost. But he is wasting a lot of force fields here. But Nyx, Ganjsmoker doing a very good job of just retreating and trying to waste and burn all these force fields. Ganjsmoker does have 174 supply, and he is going to burrow heal these roaches here, and he is going to get a nice surround. Oh, and here it comes. He doesn't have enough force fields to block this off, and all these units are going to die. He has no more force fields. He's got a few more left, but there's just an overwhelming force from the Zerg player, and the Zerg player is going to wipe this up very quickly. This 20 kill Immortal is going to die, 16 kill Mortal, 17 kill Mortal. All these Immortals are going to die. And Nyx and Ganjsmoker holds on surprisingly. He does have another Warpin and Zealots in the main, but he does have these infestors, and they are going to fungal them while some more reinforcements come and try to help. He is going to chain fungal all these God Zealots to death. But right now, if we look back at the main base, we have no sort of expansion. It was just all balls to the wall aggression there. And he's going to start making some more back home. He does have a Colossus Bay up. He's not starting extended thermal lance, so he is starting Colossus Tech. But we have just a massive army here from Ganjsmoker. He has almost double the supply of Nyx, and he is going for another counterattack. He's going to find out that there's no third, and you realize that was about as all in as all in can be. And Ganjsmoker, I got to give him the credit. He held that perfectly. Here comes a Nexus coming down with a few units. He's like, oh, LOL, nope. And this probe is going to. Probe does survive, but Ganjsmoker is going to wait, and he is going to go attack. He's going to go kill the forge. He does have. There is a Colossus up. And he just needs to be really careful not to throw away this entire army just to try to break down this wall. This forge will go down. This warp gate will go down as well, and this wall is now looking very, very weak. He is trying to target fire the cybernetics core, and with no cybernetics core, it means no stalkers, and no stalkers means no range support. He does have these, so no more cybernetics core. All he has is a Colossus and a few stalkers here, and this is looking really bad for Nyx. Ganjsmoker is taking his fourth over here, and he is just kind of biding his time. I'm not sure what for. He does have a Spire on the way. He doesn't want to attack this Colossus just yet, but this is going to give time for Ganjsmoker to warp in some more Zealots, but he does have 2 Colossus out, and they are pretty deadly against roaches and a ground army. But he does have a bunch of infestors, and oh, that's a perfect. That could actually fungal the entire army, and the roaches could get a very good surround on him and just kind of obliterate everything. Now he's going to start spreading his units out, just messing. He's going to clump them back together, and he's trying to get a little mini death ball going, but he definitely needs to send these definitely wait in for another reinforcement, wait for extended thermal lance, wait for the other Colossus to come out. He does have 3 Corruptors on the way. He is sending Zerglings out in the field. Take a look at the units. We do have 8 Corruptors on the field, so that is going to take care of all the Colossus. And this is a very, very dangerous ground army for Ganjsmoker. And I don't believe Nyx is going to be able to hold this. He doesn't have any sort. His main is completely mined out. He's super oversaturated. His natural's almost mined out. So he's got to do something quick because Ganjsmoker is maxed out. He's trying to do some harassing with these. He does kill the 3rd off with this with these zealots, and he is trying to get back on even bases with the Zerg player. So very nice zealot harass here. Very nice warp in. But he does have roaches on the way, and he does have 2 spine crawlers here. But here comes the big engagement. The Corruptors are coming in, and they are going to take down one very nice force field, only grabbing a few of these roaches to attack. But these Corruptors, so many Corruptors are really just going to take out. GG, well played, coming from Nyx. Ganjsmoker had pretty much a perfect. He did. Oh my gosh, it was such a very nice hold right here. It was so back and forth. He really did a good job of dodging those force fields, trying to get out the way, biding his time, waiting for reinforcements, waiting for the upgrades to finish. And he did such a fantastic job holding that from Nyx. Well, there you have it, guys. There was a 3 Immortal Push hold by Ganjsmoker. So I hope you all enjoyed this cast. Hope you enjoyed me casting it, because I certainly enjoyed this game. So you all have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and stop by the YouTube channel to see if anything new has happened, or on the subreddit rcasted. Great things happen there. Magic happens, and babies are born. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. See y'all later.